The hype though, Mario was like, y'all gonna learn today? I don't know about the hype. I don't know about the hype. What's up and welcome back to my channel, you guys. If you're new here, my name is Krizz'Tina and today, y'all, we about to review some foundation. If you read the title, you clicked on this for that reason. I'm going to be reviewing the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin foundation. This is in the shade 19C. According to my receipt in the state of Texas, this retails for $45.47 after our Texas state tax. It's supposed to be breathable, luminous, buildable, and long wearing. Some of the highlighted ingredients are grapeseed oil and vegetal squalene. And then it says, it reveals the skin's natural luminosity. It features MoistureGrip technology and hydrates the skin. Glides on easily for customizable coverage. Layer it on or shear it out. There aren't any instructions for application, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and do my my brows and my eyes, and then I'm gonna put the foundation on. So I'll be right back. I will have everything that I use to prep my skin linked down below along with the foundation. FYI, I will be getting commission if you click and buy on them, so thank you for the support. If you've never watched my reviews before, I always do my makeup the same way I normally do it. The only difference is I include the foundation. That way I know how it would actually work with my routine. So now that I have my primer on, I'm going to go ahead and bronze. For my bronzer, I'm going to use 500 in the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. I've got my little palette here. And let's see what this color match is looking like. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap this in. When I put it on with my finger in the store, my finger pretty much sheared it out. And that's because it was my finger. But it does have some pretty good coverage from what I can see in my mirror and my viewfinder. Don't tell me I'm supposed to like this foundation, y'all. Don't tell me. Because let me tell you something. I really thought that I was supposed to put this foundation on and at least be a little disappointed. I feel like one pump might have been good too, if I wasn't like taking my time putting this on. Because I'm actually evaluating the product as I'm blending it out. And this is the shade 19C, by the way. And it covered up my bronze tour really good too. Okay, and I still have quite a bit left. I am using tapping motions, by the way, to apply this because the tapping will build up the coverage. Whereas if you're wiping, you're pretty much just putting it down and rubbing it away. So the only time I really do any like swiping motions is when I'm blending it in to something else. Right off the bat, what this reminds me of is the primer that I used underneath it, the Milk Hydro Grip primer. That's what this foundation reminds me of because it has like a tackiness to it. I remember that from touching it with my hands. It has a bit of a tackiness to it. And I'm assuming that formulation is to help it stick to your skin. Excuse me, y'all, but girl. Okay, let me go ahead and do the rest of my face. All right, y'all, so this is how the foundation is looking. This is how we are looking. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom y'all in so you can see whatever my camera picks up. All right. That is, hopefully it's not blurry, but that's how my skin looks. So just from looking in my own mirror, I actually like the way that the foundation looks. Like I said earlier, the only thing that I'm concerned about is creasing in my smile lines. That's my big thing. Transfer, not so much because the formula is kind of tacky. I think it says that it's like a hybrid gel formula, something like that in the description on Sephora. But I'm not really worried about transfer, just creasing in my smile lines. That is my deal breaker for foundation. So we will see how it wears out. It looks pretty nice. I don't think that it's a perfect match. I don't think perfect matches exist, but I don't think that it's a super close match. Yeah, On camera, it kind of looks okay, at least in my viewfinder. But I don't feel like it's a close match in person looking in this camera, looking in this mirror that I have right here. And I did get my match from Sephora.com. Right now, it is 11:30 in the morning. I'm about to go to brunch and do my thing and do the rest of the day. Or do the rest of the day. What's up, you guys? It is now 9:36, 37. And I've had this foundation on for 10 hours, okay? This is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. If y'all hear noise in the background, it's my shower. But I just wanted to come on here real quick because I almost forgot to let y'all know how this foundation is looking. So let's zoom in. Zoom. Okay, there we go. Oh. Whoa. So we have some creasing over here on this side of my mouth with smile lines, which is different because normally I have the creasing on this side. From what you can see on the camera, I do have some luminosity. I don't think I've had very much transfer, if at all. My forehead is looking right. She's looking good. But a little creasing in my smile lines. And I usually say that the creasing is because of the foundation, because that goes down before anything else. Although if you do have a concealer or something that is super duper radiant, then you will wind up having some creasing with that concealer. This is how my makeup is looking. So now I'm going to look in the mirror so I can see for real what's going on. And we're just going to flip to the magnified side. Yeah, it just seems like there's quite a bit of radiance around my nose. Hold on, I have cat fur on me. Around my nose, around my cheeks, my chin. Pretty much everywhere where the foundation is laying, there is radiance, which in the description of the foundation, it's said to be, it's said to bring out the skin's natural radiance. So I half expected this, to be honest with y'all, and I don't think I started getting shiny or radiant until maybe 2 hours ago. Let me check the nose. We gotta check the nose. Okay, so this is not bad. This is not bad at all, especially for somebody who has combination skin. I am no longer oily. I don't get oily anymore, and I haven't for a few years now. But this is not bad. Now, for somebody who does actually have oily skin, you may have to put in some reinforcements, especially since the formula is supposed to be like a hybrid, from what I understand. So it's gonna be luminous. It's gonna be, well, not even luminous. It's gonna be radiant. It's gonna make your skin look like healthy, glowing, sweating, oily skin, right? So if you're oily, you're gonna need some reinforcements. You're gonna need appropriate prep for your skin, and you're definitely gonna need a primer, but I would not expect for this foundation to go without being oily for longer than like 5 or 6 hours if you do have an oily skin type. It's not bad. What I wanna see though is if it's fixable. Like if you're one of those girls who carries their makeup with them everywhere, not me forgetting to turn the light on, but yeah, if you're one of those girls who carries her makeup brush with her everywhere, is it fixable? That's what I wanna see. So this is my foundation brush from earlier. And I'm just gonna, You can definitely press this in with like some blotting paper, but not with a brush, only because I'm noticing that it's picking up a little bit of the foundation. So I would recommend using blotting paper, blotting tissues, instead of a brush to do it, or even instead of a sponge. It might be best to just go in with a little bit of translucent powder depending on how oily you get, but you can still see, even with me doing that, my skin still looks like skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate this a 9 out of 10, and the reason why it's a 9 instead of a 10 is because of the creasing in my smile lines. Y'all know that is a deal breaker for me with foundations. I have to have something that is not going to crease in my smile lines, because I'm not the kind of person who carries their makeup everywhere with them. If I put it on, I expect for it to stay on, although I am reasonable and I understand that some foundations they're just not meant for the longevity. You know what I'm saying? So I would give this a 9 out of 10. I think the packaging, hold on y'all. I just noticed that if you turn the bottle, this is how you know ADHD. If you rotate the bottle in the kind of lighting that I'm sitting in, there's like these little flecks of shimmer inside of the formula. I don't know if that's like pearl or wood. I'm gonna have to look that up, and I'll leave it in the description, let y'all know what I find about that. That's interesting. That may be part of the reason why I look so radiant, because I don't feel oily. Like, I do have a little bit of a attack to my skin, but interesting. Anyway, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. I like the formula. I think it looks really, really beautiful. I would recommend this for anyone who has a normal to dry skin type. If you're more dry, you probably want to use much less of this, because I imagine with the formula being as tacky as it is, it might cling on to dry spots without appropriate exfoliation and skincare prep, not just primer for your foundation. Anyone who has fine lines or wrinkles, what I would advise is apply this in the areas where you want the most coverage, and then in the areas where you have those finer lines or deeper wrinkles, just use a little bit less. That way you wind up having a nice, beautiful glow, but you don't wind up having cake in between the lines on your face, okay? Other than that, I just wish that the top was black, because I just know that there's a lot of girlies out there who get their foundation tops dirty, and I don't know if Mario was like, y'all gonna learn today or what? I wish that the top was black. Other than that, it's a really beautiful formula. The hype though, I don't know about the hype. I don't know about the hype, because everybody that I seen hype it up online was basically just like, ooh, look, it matches my color, my complexion pretty good, and it looks like skin. But there's a lot of foundations out there that look like skin. So the hype, I wouldn't believe the hype. Definitely go check it out for yourself to see how it plays on your skin. Like I mentioned, I recommend this for normal, combination, and dry skin types. If you're oily, I would say beware or proceed with caution. If you're the kind of person who likes to use foundations as concealer or bronze tour or contour, this may be a good one for y'all. This may be a good one for that specifically. But all over your face, if you're oily, I would not recommend this unless you know how to embrace being oily and work with your face. So yeah, anyway, if you've tried this, comment down below and let me know what you think about it. Ask me any questions that you have and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. And if there's any other foundation you want me to review, leave it down below or send me a DM with a picture of the foundation and I will go get it and let you know what's up. Period. All right.